Hello. These few days I have a few very interesting discussion with a lot of our Wing Chun friends on the engine or the body because of the snake body, crane limbs, or the term snake body, snake engine. And then somebody is question why am I put so much attention on the shooting sets and so forth. And also there are some friends talk about Pinsan or Jinsan. So there's all sorts of good questions and good ideas. So here I would like to share with you my views on this topic. Okay, again, I don't know it all, and I can be wrong. Okay, however, I like to share with you how I think and how I look at this stuff. Okay. So first, lately we heard about snake body or snake body crane limbs. Is Wing Chun snake body or snake engine? Snake body equal to snake engine. So what is the snake body? What is the snake engine? Okay. I think if we do a simplified definitions, it can be done, and I think it'll be very benefit to define it. Okay, even though it's a little simplified, but I think it's good if we define it. Say if the arm is the limbs, okay, then this body is the body, okay, and so we define the body is actually made up of joints from ankle, from your feet to your ankle, to your knees, to your hip joints, and to your shoulder. This is the body, of course, including the spine. Okay. This is the body, or the engine, or the thing which is driven the limbs. Okay. So this is the driver. This is the output being driven. Okay. Okay. So say a snake body, then it is a special type of body handling of the joints. Okay. And the crane limb is like this have bong sao, or this look like a crane wings. So that is the crane limbs. So the body, often we don't think about the body that much. We think about this is the bong sao, this is the tan sao, the so forth. But we don't think about the body handling. Okay, and the snake body or the snake engine is actually about the body handling. Of course, you can see limbs is a part of body too, right? But let's just define it. Say, okay, if it is just this joints between the shoulder to the feet, okay. Now, basically, there is 4 fundamental function, which is the body need to know how to handle. Okay. So, for example, if I got a force pushing into me on my chest, then the number 1 is, can I push back? Okay. The functions of pushing back. The second function is the function of sustain. Can I sustain it? Okay. The third function will be, can I accept or receive the force change or the force, so that I can send the force down to the ground. The fourth is, can I send a force from ground via the push of my chest back to him. So you have a four function, which is the pushback, and then the second one is sustain, the third one is receiving, the fourth one is issuing. Okay. Now, so how is this body or this joint from the shoulder to the hip to the leg, how does it handling this four function? How does it do it in order to perform resistance, sustain, receive, or issuing? Okay, so that is the key of the body development. Okay, now we can say, okay, probably I can tense up my body when I have a force come to my body. Maybe I can tense it up and push. Okay, that's one way. Another way is that I can align my joints so that I can handle the force vector in a different manner. Well, that's the second way. Okay, and so you at least have these two ways of handling it. So how to handle that? That is the issue on the body. Okay? Now, snake body or snake engine is the specific way of handling the force come to the chest. Okay? So, it's no longer just, I want to punch a sun punch. I want to do a sun punch strike, but not knowing how the body will be responding. Either the body tense out and punch it, or the body use action force or reaction force, or different kind of force vector alignment combination to do the strike. Okay, so that is different handling, okay, of the body. So either it is a snake body, or it's a crane body, or it's a tiger body. This is a symbol, a label, but each of them have a different way of handling that body. So that is the body type, okay, or the engine type. Now, we want to bring out another thing too. Like for example, usually people say when you do ceiling top, okay, put the weight on your on the heel, or somebody saying put the weight on the middle of the feet, K1 point, and so forth. Now, does it develop the body of the engine? No, of course not. Why? Because there's so many joints, okay, from the feet to the top of the shoulder. Just putting weight on a certain spot and expect the body to do something, the body really doesn't know what it will do. It can do a different stuff, okay, because it doesn't specify telling you what the body needs to do. The second thing is like the second step, the Changkyu. People say, oh, you have to turn with your heels. Well, wait a minute. You have so many joints. At least there's at least 5 joints from the feet which is turning. So putting the weight on the heel itself doesn't solve the issue. Okay. So that is the reason why this engine or snake body is important. So to answer the question, how do you handle your body when you need to do the turn? It is true if you want to put the weight on the heels, but what happened to the rest of the body? Because the rest of the body has to, at the end, finally interface with the limbs. Without the interface, you cannot expect this limb to go by its own or something without the driver of the body. Okay, so if this is the output, this is the driver. The driver has driver output. So what is it got to do? What is it has to do? Okay. So there's the body, there's the engine. And it is actually very common and very general that we take a common practice of, or just doing a punch. No, you want to sun punch or punch. Okay. So, for example, if you say we just punch it out like that. Okay, we just punch it out like that. That's one way of punch. This is another way of punch. So this way of punch and this way of punch actually using different type of engine or different type of body type. See, this is pushing the body up and punch. This is springing or dropping my body and using the force come back to strike. So they are different. Okay. And or bouncing. Okay, so this one you can say bouncing punch. This one is a pushing punch. So this is a pushing punch. This is a bouncing punch, and this is a pushing punch. Okay, so they have a different type of engine inside there. Okay, so it's not no longer that just this punch. Okay, so for sure, depend on how you handle, how to control, how do you want to do it. You want to shoot the issue, the force out, or you want your body crushed in or something like that. But those are different stuff. So there's different engine. Okay. So there's a body. And I think I go through pretty much of it. The body. Now, this body. The way of handling of the body, the result is we want to as in Wing Chun, as in my understanding, the result is that we want to be able to handle with 3 types of force change. Okay, because what we're dealing with is momentum, so we need to be able to handle the force change to deal with momentum. So as we know, the first force change is the direct force change, or the ceiling tao type. Usually, we can talk about the ceiling tao type. So the ceiling tao type will be like the coil spring. Okay. So say going downwards, going upwards. So the force going down to the ground, the force going out going up, coming up from the ground. Okay, so going down to the ground, coming up from the ground. Okay, so the body is like a coil spring like this, and you see that that is how in the ceiling house, and that's how you handle this, this 5 body joints. How you handle the limbs joints too, okay? But you see that there's a specific way in the ceiling tao practice. Okay? Instead of just lock up the whole thing, where you just break everything, just moving the hand. It is ceiling tao is having this developing this coil spring. That's why in Wing Chun we say 力从地起, force come up from the ground. Okay. So that is the first type of the force change, or the change of force handling, or the jing handling, because jing means the change of the force change. Okay. So that's first type. The second type is as we say, that is the changqiu type. Okay, where it spins. Okay. So like if we use this as an example, okay, or okay, this example. Okay. Now, notice that this spin actually has that spring too. See that thing? While it's spinning, it actually drill down. Okay, drilling down. Okay. So it has that spring. It's not just no. Okay. So it has on top of that spring it turn. Okay. Same thing. Okay. So it has that. Now when it comes to the third one, which is the beauty type. Say I use this elbow, up down elbow. So it's like this. It doesn't spin that much anymore, but it still drill down. Only it drill in a very small scale, very tiny scale. It just drill like say 1/10 of a circle. Okay, 1/10 instead of the whole round. Okay, 1/10 of the round instead of the whole round. Okay, so yeah, instead of the whole round like that. Okay, my video dies. Instead of like this, it's just like this. Okay. So again, the first coil spring is the second one will be the third one will be okay. So these three types. So when you develop the second and the third type, the round type or this type, you still need to have the spring foundations. That spring foundation develop before you can do that. Okay, so that's why, in my humble opinion, the ceiling tile is so important, because if we do not know how to handle the joints, when you go up to the changqiu or the beauty set level, we'll have a tough time to handle the force change. Okay, and so thus the foundations of how this handling of the joints in the ceiling tile, in my language is not in a few other people's language too, not only mine, a few other different lineages language too. We call it snake body because the way how we handle the joints, all these joints, okay, in my lineage we call it 7 joints, okay. All these 7 joints, how do you handle it? Okay, and it is a snake for sure, is because this is not tensile. Okay, it is springy, but it is not scattering or fracturing all around. Okay, so that is the reason why the ceiling tile is so important, in my opinion. Okay. Now, if we move into, say, the subject of Jingsan, Pinsan. Well, say in the Yigam, this is Jingsan, this is a Pinsan. Notice that it doesn't matter that it is a Jingsan or the Pinsan. This trunk is always like that. Okay? And we know that disregard of this one or this one, if I shift this way but I'm looking to you, even though you are shifting side, if I look into you, I look like this too. So either I do this, I look like this, I do this, I look like this, same thing. I look at this square, okay? And these two hands, this is called praying the Buddha hands, or Chan Phật Giáo in Yit Kam Siêu Kam, or Yit Kam Wing Chun, okay? So be it in Pinsan or in the Jingsan, still there are three types of Jing, or the three types of force change the same. The first type, the second type, the third type. Okay? So the first type, the second type, the third type is applied either in the Jingsan or in the Pinsan. Same thing. Okay? So for me, it doesn't matter what your Jingsan or you like the three sets or which sets or anything. You need to cultivate the three type of force change handling. And in order to cultivate the three type of force change handling, that is a specific type of the body cultivation and development need to be done. Okay. So the three set actually have given a very clear instruction what it is if we read it. But often we don't read it. We don't read the three sets as it is. We just read the three sets as the limbs. We never focus on the body. So then it come out with a lot of interpretation and so forth. But if you look at the body and ask the question, should this body function this way in order to get that result? Then you can see more of it. It's just like the example of Changkyu, you turn with your heel. Sure, that's right. How about the rest of the six joints? How do you handle that? If that is not going to get answer, then even though we use the same turn on the heel, still you get different result because you have another variable, 5-6 variable up there. Okay. So for me, I look at that is we don't even want to talk about, like I mentioned, the 5 layers: the body, the mind, the breathing, the chi, the momentum, jing, and the strategy. We don't even want to talk about the other 4 layers. Just concentrate on the first layer, the joints. Do we know how to handle it? Is that the proper way of handling it according to the sets? There is already a lot of things. However, if we get into the Noi Gong, Wai Gong, all this Pinsan, Jingsan, all these things, and still don't know how to handle the joints to perform that 4 things, the pushback, the sustain, the issue, the accept or receiving, then all what we talk is like a castle on the sand. Bottom line, can it handle momentum? Well, if it cannot handle the force change, it cannot handle momentum. So you still can handle in one way. There's brute forcing. Okay. So, but it's brute force according to the Wing Chun teaching? There's a question. Okay. So this is my view for today. Thank you.